1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, what's up, Jooba people? This is going to be a video with a chord exercise for intermediate to advanced players on how to really get to know the whole fretboard and how to force yourself into a place where you discover new chord voicings by yourself, okay, without learning a bunch of triads and chords. So basically, the idea is to limit yourself to 4 frets and to play a certain chord progression. Okay, now you can play it on any chord progression that you want. I would suggest staying in a key at the beginning, like staying in one key, and then later move on to non-diatonic chords, which is going to greatly complicate the exercise. So let's say I'm in the key of G major, okay? Then I would give me an exercise, okay, play a 2-5-1 progression in the key of G major, and just pick any 4 frets, okay? So I'm going to pick the first, or fret 5 to 8, okay? So I want to play a 2-5-1 using frets 5 to 8. Now 2-5-1 is A minor, D, G. So basically I'm just going to play an A minor like this. And then I'm going to play the D. And then the G. Let's add a 6th chord there. Let's do it again. A minor. This was an easy example, and it might take you in the beginning a little ways to figure out how do you play those voicings, like how do you know which one is A minor. And if you start asking the question like how do you figure out how to play A minor here in different places, then you should back down a little bit, because this video is for those of you who understand how that kind of thing works already. But basically what I'm doing here, if I was to break that down to you, I'm just looking at my big bar chords and I'm breaking them down into smaller bits. Okay, let me explain. So for the first chord of the A minor, I took my plain A minor bar chord and I just played these 3 notes. Okay, that's the only way you can play A minor within these frets. Okay, you could do those 3 notes as well, those 3, those 3, those 4. And then when I went to the D, I just took my A-shaped bar chord coming from the A chord, the 5th fret, and I just played those 3 notes. I could have done this, or I could have done this, but then I'm outside the 4 frets. So, and this chord comes from the D bar chord. So if I take a G chord, the G bar chord, G, G sharp, A, D. See, so I'm kind of singing. For the 1 chord, I'm just playing this voicing, which is a D, open chord D, just moved up, D sharp, E, up until you get to G. And sometimes you can use the G major 7, which is like a D, D major 7. Okay, and then the 6th chord, I'm using this shape. This is one of my favorite shapes for a minor chord voicing. This is often used as a C sharp minor. actually comes from the C. This is C, this is C minor, and C minor 7, and that's just moved up all the way to the E minor. So then you got 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you follow through with this exercise and you just give yourself a different set of 4 frets every time, or just a different key, then you'll come up with really interesting things. Like let's say I was to do something really tough. Let's say we do the key of B flat, and we're gonna play 1, 4, 2, 5, the key of B flat. Okay, so let's just choose these 4 frets from the B flat. Okay, just to make it a little bit easier in the beginning. So we've got 1. Put the close up here. So we got the 1, then we got the 4. We got the 6. Now we're looking for the 2. So the 2, you could do this like a -7. That would be a nice voicing. So we got 1. So that's for our 5. So we got 1. 1, 4. That. That would be our minor chord. It comes from this minor chord. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4, 6, 2, 5. So as you can see, sometimes you'll find some things that don't sound good, and that's okay, because now I learned some new voicings. I learned that is a 2 chord. It's just an inversion, but you know, there's a lot of other things we can talk about with that. But I actually forgot about this chord. So if you do. There's something nice. It just helps you to play your triads and your chords all over the neck, everywhere. Have a nice day, guys. Let me know if you like this video. I would really like to know if you like this video.